All right, let's begin floor 2 of heaven. Let's talk to Rise. Do you like hero movies? I hear it's difficult for actors in those roles. They have to make sure they keep their personal lives decent so they don't ruin kids' image of their characters. Guessing that something. I went too fast there. Naoto, I guess. That was the one that we didn't talk to. Neil Featherman outfit, the most popular Sentai show on TV these days. Sorry, I didn't mean to be such a know-it-all. Red is the... Yeah, sometimes I go a little too fast here. Alright, you got me. I might as well just say it. So, over this past weekend, I decided to just go through some of the floors here in the dungeon because I don't know if I necessarily want to do a single video for each floor. It's kind of like what we've done in the past, where you pretty much see the entirety of my dungeon crawling experience in this game. But I've kind of wanted to cut down a little bit on that if I can. So we're going to try to do something here. This video might be split into 2 parts, but you are going to see a compilation of floors 2 through 6. Once we get to floor 7, we stop. So I'm just going to talk over some game footage here. And hopefully, you know, the webcam is also in a decent spot and it looks the same. I get to try out editing on seeing if I can put that in the correct spot there. But yeah, I may be jumping in and out here during some of this footage, but for most of it, I think I'll just be providing commentary over what I've already recorded and what I'm playing, because I'm watching it right now, so I can make sure that it's synced up with everything. But yeah, I mean, like, we got to unlock this dungeon, and it was at the end of a 3-hour session. I think we did do 1 floor of it, but also I just wanted to play it more, man, and I wanted to do it over the weekend, but I didn't want to, like, you know, sit there and commentate every single floor like we've done in the past. So I kind of just recorded some footage and then just played, and then I went through and kind of edited everything out, or edited it up in a way that doesn't feel so lengthy like all the other dungeon videos I've done. I kind of take some of the best moments in there. Feather Swan, look at that. Did you see that? I love those costumes, by the way. The Power Rangers, the Featherman costumes are so fun on these characters that we're gonna need to put them on the people that are not even in the party yet, like Chie and Teddy and Yosuke. I don't think we've used yet, but we're gonna switch out a skill here for Naoto. Looking over the skills, Mudo boost, it's pretty good. Naoto is a pretty good party member. The fact that they have light and dark skills. And we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of Tempest Slash here because heavy physical, who cares? I have Blight and all this other stuff. Rise, level 676. Damn, dude, so much. But yeah, this is this dungeon is okay, I guess. I don't know how I feel about the music still. Like, I think if I listen to the entirety of this dungeon song in one go, it's fine. But when you're jumping between so many different battles in a short amount of time, you only hear that first, like, maybe 30 seconds of the song. So I kind of just tune it out at that point. But I don't know if I really like that as a dungeon song, to be honest. I wish that they would let me change the song and let me put whatever song I want. from other Persona games or something. Look how strong those dark skills are. The party members just look so much cooler in these outfits, like holding their weapons and stuff like that. Yeah, suck it. Little poses and stuff, it's so cool. Look at this persona, Rama Tengu. He's blowing into a seashell of some sort, a magic conch shell. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, I really had an itch to do all of these, or kind of just play a little bit more and do a little bit more extra. So I figured getting through, you know, like 4 or 5 floors in the span of a video or two is pretty good. Here's Teddy talking. I know we can't rescue something. Yeah, if I go too fast here, I wasn't thinking at the time. I wasn't thinking about like, oh, I'm gonna commentate over this. It wasn't until like, I think maybe like halfway through where I was like, yeah, I probably should. But, trying to attack there. School trip, the hot springs, so many great memories. Thank you, senpai. Teddy's crying apparently. But I think later on I slow my roll here. This is our friendship at the riverbank. Turns out someone reported to the police that Hanamura kid was wreaking havoc. Police came to my house, and my parents got pissed, and man, it was hell. I saw Yosuke getting all schooled. He was bowing his head over and over at light speed. Pretty funny. But yeah, this the music, this song is okay, I guess, but just like, I'm never not in battle long enough to where we can hear most of the song. But this is a very different song compared to everything else. And maybe the lyrics matter, maybe the lyrics makes more sense or something like that, but honestly, I ain't listening to the lyrics, and every time I listen to the lyrics, I make up my own and I mishear things, to be honest. Mustard Bomb. These enemies are level 58 and we're like in our 70s, dude. We're very over leveled at this point. Most of that is definitely because of the amount of times I spent in dungeons, especially going back and getting the items for quest or trying to get money, honestly. And because this is the Steam version, the PC version, but just, I don't know about Persona 4 Golden in general, if you play this like on your Vita or whatever it came out on, if they have those extra things where it's like, you can pick to give yourself more or less XP, more or less money if you want, to kind of cut down on the grinding stuff. And I really didn't even use that until Secret Lab, because I needed a lot of money for all of the Persona fusions that we currently have right now. We have a lot of, you know, pretty high level fusion Personas, and probably after this dungeon, like once we finish it or even into the next one, we can definitely make, you know, end game Persona if we want, end game Personas. But yeah, this is pretty much what we're doing, just going through and doing this. We start getting through some of the other floors a little bit quicker than this, but to start out the video, I wanted to just kind of go through and just take my time. Look at that crit.
It's my turn. You gotta let me do this.
Okay, sure.
Dead meat.
Dead meat.
It's my turn. I live for this part.
Just a lot of all-out attacks, you know? And then this right here.
Going in now, Toe.
Very well.
Look at how much cooler this looks in the outfits.
That's a win for Feather Falcon.
Feather Falcon.
Another level. Gotta keep at it.
Yeah, I believe we saw the team up, but I didn't have these outfits on just yet. Maybe I did. I don't remember. I'd have to go and look at that video. But regardless, the team ups between all the characters look so much better when they're wearing their Neo Featherman outfits. It's just so much better. And here is our first rainy day enemies. If you recall in probably the previous video or the one before that, I had mentioned about coming into TV World not right away, but waiting until a rainy day happens. And that's pretty much how I've always been doing it for the most part. But I want to come in here on rainy days to get the rare enemies that show up. I will say that there are only two rare rainy day enemies in the Heaven Dungeon. And usually there's about like 3 or 4. Maybe even 5.
Get lost.
So here there is this one, the Raindrop Castle, and then we'll see a little bit later the second and final rainy day enemy that's available here in Heaven. But you need to get 4 for both enemies. You need to get 4 materials that they drop in order to unlock, you know, whatever item that Daidara is going to give us, which I don't even know what they are yet. Usually it's like weapon, well, maybe not weapon, but like armor based usually. But yeah, we just got to go through here and get these guys out of here. This enemy in particular is kind of tough because they're really high strength. Rare raincoats. We got 3 of them. We need 4. And honestly, I think we even fought some on floor 1. Because I check here right now and I have 9 of them apparently. And we just got 3 from that fight. So I had 6 prior. So I'm guessing we found them on floor 1. I'm guessing. And we're just gonna keep on moving on here. Gonna climb up to the next floor. I can definitely sense Nanako-chan's presence here. But how do I put this? Something feels weird. This place really did come from Nanako-chan's heart, right? Then why does something feel off? Interesting. Interesting. Just gonna slowly move here. Come on, Mike and High Five. Move, bro. What the hell, man? I love these little areas right here. These little, just like hole in the floor, looking down in the sky. Even the battlefield, you can see the sky. This is a kind of a nice dungeon to look at because it's a little bit different than what we've been used to. Everything's been like hallway corridors, and this is like, it's essentially the same thing, but because there's a sky and it just seems like more open, and there's, you know, there's some greenery and there's stuff like that. It just, you know, it just feels a little different. Feels a little different to me. Yeah, weak to fire. Let's start doing this. It's pretty good to be the level that we are because Risei's recovery skills after fights are so good for us. Like the amount of HP and SP we get back.
Way to go, Naoto-kun! You don't miss a trick!
We really don't need to go to the Fox and get all of our SP back usually.
There's still 4 left.
Because I even think at a point later on, I realized that because I was using Naoto skills quite often during the climbs here, and at one point I was just like, okay, I'm just not going to use any skills for Naoto,
Finish this one off.
so that way she can recover SP a little bit quicker after fights.
It's showtime. Are you
But
ready? No escape.
Naoto's pretty good for a... I'm assuming this is late game. Naoto's pretty good for a pretty good late game addition to the team. I don't know if we're gonna be able to, you know, max her social link or not, because there are definitely days that I've skipped for sure. But it would be nice if we could. We really have to focus on Marie and finishing up Chie, Yukiko, Rise. I definitely want to finish. Ayani is going to be close. That's the last school social link we have left. And then Kanji. So I have the social links I want to do. It's just a matter of getting lucky and are they available and which ones do I want to manage. But I hope I have enough time to do most of them. My party members at least. But we'll see. And then I switched to this weird snake thing. Your Lunger. Because it's got the ice and I don't have Chie right now. Weird snaky.
Give me a sec. I'll do a quick scan. It's weak to wind. This will be a breeze.
It's weak to wind? Well, I just switched to an ice persona. It's fine.
Scan. Darkness will work.
Yeah, darkness.
There. Couldn't do it.
I also figured that
2 enemies down.
I would try,
Please allow me.
yeah, fan assault it.
You're wide open.
Boom.
Give me a sec. I'll do a quick scan. It's weak to light. Beat it and
And all these scans are pretty helpful as well. Before I get sidetracked, what I was gonna say, they make it so much easier. So I'm not like, okay, guys, let's try
darkness will
whichever
work.
element my party members can't do. Let's see if it's weak.
Go Sukuno Hikona.
Sukuno Hikana.
Enemy
I bet you
down.
that persona, whenever it evolves, is gonna look crazy. Because right now it's just like this small floaty guy.
Couldn't do it. Kanji-kun.
Yeah, try to keep up.
I'll never get tired of seeing this particular team up. I'll never get tired of it. The pose that they do, and then the giant skull coming out of the ground is it's pretty dope. Dun, dun, dun. But remember how I said that I was gonna change costumes after every floor, even though I don't want to get off these? Well, we're gonna change costumes as soon as we go up here. To kind of give, you know, a different take on it. Whoa, we just teleported somewhere. Oven Vow. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, some of the treasure chest items I've gotten so far have been very underwhelming. I believe Eagle Eye's one we got earlier as well. Oven Vow increases fire damage by 40%. I mean, that would be pretty good on Yukiko. But I'm not putting it on because ice suppression is just pretty good right now. Never be too safe. Let's go. I'm not walking all that way. Let's just go ahead and go up to the next floor, okay? We really just need to get up there. So floor 4 of heaven. It's blue. I can hear her. This must be Nanako-chan's voice. She's saying something, but it's too quiet to make out. Senpai, please come find where the voice is coming from. Jeez, I just butchered all that. Please find where the voice is coming from. Okay, let's change our costumes here. We have quite a few to try out, but I really want to put the Halloween costumes on that we got, because I feel like maybe not a lot of people did that event, and I just spoiled the costume for Yukiko. It tells you. Don't go back and pause it, just wait. But yeah, the Halloween event was kind of sucky. It was kind of troll a little bit, but at least we got the costumes from it, which is the only reason I did it, honestly. But I also probably would have been intrigued anyway, just to see it. I'm not gonna do the Halloween costume on me. We're gonna do the GeckoCon school uniform because I like Persona 3. Let's check these costumes out here. So I'm trying to get a close-up angle here of what we got. Yukiko is obviously a witch. Yeah, here we go. Get a better shot. Anji's Frankenstein, and Naoto's a freaking cat. And I don't know how I feel about Naoto as a cat. Whoa, look at this guy. Rain Wind Musha. Yep. This is the second and final rare rainy day enemy in Heaven, the Heaven dungeon. We've seen these guys in previous floors. They look cool. They're in full like samurai gear.
One enemy to go.
And they're very difficult to kill, kind of. In the fact that they just repel every single element. It's either you either have to kill it with just straight up physical stuff, but even that can get repelled, or you just have to use, you know, instant kill skills like light or dark.
Fire won't work. Try something else.
Because it is these guys are a pain.
I couldn't defeat it.
But they don't do much. But I think if he power charges and then he attacks, then you might be in some trouble there. But for the most part, he it's not too bad when you can do something like this. Boodoon.
Did that do it?
Straight up kill him. Cascade
My
Medal.
skills have been honed.
We need a total of 4 Cascade Medals, so we definitely get that a little bit later. Barrier that reflects magic damage. We have one that does physical. You know, I honestly don't know if I want this. Do I swap it out for physical damage? Probably, yeah. That makes more sense. Blocking magic seems pretty good. Also, we skipped here because, you know, again, I'm trying to show off the costumes here. Witch, Frankenstein, cat. Looks kind of crazy.